You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV. Shout out.
Welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. So, yeah, Gene Deal is a piece of work for sure. You know, this is the super classified bodyguard for Diddy. You know, super classified, meaning you don't know what he was on. Some Secret Service, super spy, secret information book having, don't know what he on. But then he got away from Diddy, started telling all Diddy stuff. Well, before he started telling everything and going on these interviews, he got around the rest of the industry and was able to experience some of the things he talked about. So this makes him a credible person. That's not what we're questioning about Gene Deal. We're going to get into that later. But I never heard of anyone, man, ask, you know, these federal questions, man, like this. Never seen none that come close to it. Except when you go to California and you interview some of those cats and you ask them about the murder of Tupac. You know, those type of questions that get your stomach churning. You know, that's the only thing I can think of. But, you know, Gene Deal is asked, do you know who did that to 50 Cent? Do you know who? 50 Cent. And at first he's stuttering and says like, nah, but then turns right around and points the finger at the people, the group responsible. And not only that, makes a general connection with the specific people who did it to 50. Like, went all the way in, you know, but what do you expect from a person who's, you know, not only a civilian, a cop type of security, a type of person who don't abide by street laws? So can't sit up here call him no rat, none of that stuff at all. But we gonna get into this, man. We gonna get into this work. But before I do, you gotta be nice. You gotta press that like button. You know, you gotta get this up there. You gotta get this video what it's worth. Then you got to share it with whoever you can, whoever, family, friends, whoever, right? You got to subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to do that now, you can wait to the end of the video to see if I earned it. But we got to do that, man. We got to get some understanding. Last but not least, hit that notification bell. Keep you notified on everything this channel produces. All right? Man, roll that thing.
And I guess she told him to tell him. He told her, or nodded or something like that to let him know that he was good. So that's what happened.
Do you know who was behind the hit?
Do I know who was behind that hit? No, I don't know who was behind it, bruh. I don't know who was behind it. I know that Irv Gotti and them had put it out there like they was a part of it and they was going to do it that night, the day at the meeting, from their conversations and how they was acting. I know they had to have something to do with it. And they come to find out that the dudes who did it was working for Murder Inc. So I can't even speak on that about where they hate or where they respect or anything about them came at. But I know that when Irv Gotti and them did the shit that they did, everybody said that was Supreme doing it. And I don't think Supreme would have disrespect the respect that Chaz had for 50 and played a part in that. He knew that was some rap shit. That wasn't no gangster shit. But everybody, it's a bigger story. That it's some gangsters that Supreme had it done. You understand? And I don't believe that. Because Supreme wouldn't have put up no money to get nothing like that done.
How was that like in real time with 50? Him getting shot, people think he dead, he survived, he come out with In the Club, it's a big hit, he's a big star. Like, how was that like, yo?
Well, before 50 made his first hit records in How to Rob Things, when I heard 50 in the studio at Black Hands, I knew 50 was going to be the next one. I told Chaz that. I could hear talent, bruh. You know, I don't care what nobody say. I told Chaz that 50 was going to be the next one. He said, but he's not doing what we need him to do for Black Hands. And then when that In the Club came out, when that Wankster came out, you could see that. I had been around enough to see 50, Mace, Black Rob, all the Bad Boy staff, Sherry Dennis. You could see talent. You understand? I'm in the music. I play 3 or 4 instruments. I've been in bands. I've been in chorus, choirs, all that shit. So I know music.
It's not often that you get an interviewer that asks some federal questions and then you get followed up by the person that's being interviewed answering these questions with some federal answers. You don't get that often, man. You don't get it, man. I'm telling you, man. But today you gonna get that, man. Today you get that. And it's like when Gene Deal talks, you gotta listen because it's like he worked with 12. His resources is good. Probably been in a police force for 30 plus years. You know, we can't question him that much in that aspect. But the part I don't F with Gene Deal on is the way that he manipulates and tells you what he wants, when he wants to, and the part he wants, and the way he wants to. And then not only that, the way he flips certain things, like basically lying when he do got the truth. Let's be real. More like a Keefe D thing. They got some of the truths to these things, but they looking at, well, I'll let you know for just an interview, for being paid for an interview, I'm gonna tell you. So I can't blame people that's sticking to the code straight up and down, you know, which is not a lot of these people you see on here at all. You feel me? But yeah, man. The way he get down on some of these, the way he chops some of this stuff up and lie part of the time, put him in the Dr. Seuss kind of category. You feel me? The Dr. Seuss of this hip hop drill era type of thing. But my question to you is, did Erder Inc. do this to 50 along with the help of Supreme? Is this possible? Did this happen? Based on Gene Deal? You know what I'm saying? Or not based on Gene Deal, based on what you know, what you think about that Erder Inc. And then also, could this just have been a result, 50 being hit up all the times? Was it just a result of him being in the streets and choosing that for himself? With that being said, and those questions being asked, I want you to respond with the like button. You know what I'm saying? Lets me get in the algorithm, helps me get in a good position with the videos that's for sure worth it. Also, share this. Subscribe to the channel, which is what I want the most out of you. You know, you said you would if I earned it, and I think I earned it quite well. Notification bell, keep you notified on any and everything this channel produces. This is the self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news channel on YouTube at this time, The Real Soda TV. I'm out of here.